So it's 3:39 in the morning, and I think so I have 24 hours to make a game for Mr. Beast, or I guess more accurately, a game for everyone else to pretend to be Mr. Beast. Yeah, that one. I'm using Unity. I can use free assets from the Play Store, and I have 24 hours to get it done. It's 8:19. I think right now what I have to do is kind of grab some paper, a pen, and just kind of draw out some of the ideas I have. I first have to decide what kind of game it's gonna be, and then I have to also decide what idea, like what is the player gonna do, what's the game loop gonna be. And once I have those down, I think I can start using Unity and kind of prototyping. I've gotta hurry, I only have 24 hours, I gotta go, gotta run. All right, so I think I have an idea of what I'm gonna do. I'm planning on making a side-scrolling game where you play as Mr. Beast and you're creating videos and doing challenges for money. And when you get that money, you have to give it to people who need the money. Maybe there'll be some sort of mechanic where if you don't wanna have too much money because he's always spending as much as he's making. So maybe you have to make sure that you're spending all your money before you can make more money. That might be a mechanic. That I'm not sure. That's going to come into play once we have some of the mechanics down. I've done quite a bit of work. It's about 4 hours in. I think like on the dot, 4 hours in. We've got quite a bit here. So we can go up to our computer. We can see that already we're gaining money. Every 2 seconds we get $1. If we do a challenge, so we have to hold these letters together all at the same time. We have to hold it for 5 seconds. It'll say, well done. So that's when you actually start getting $50 more because you beat a challenge. So now that video went viral or whatever, and now you're getting more money. Now you have a limit though of $1,000. So if it passes, then you're in trouble. So every time you accomplish a challenge, your money limit goes up. And once you do the last challenge, you can earn up to $1 million. And that's the win state when you get up to $1 million. Okay, so I've done a lot of work on the art, also introducing a few new concepts. So here's the computer. I wasn't able to find a house that really fit well, that would look good in this pixel art style, so I just went with a fruit stand. Pretty much we go up to the computer and you can see that the computer is highlighted. So I changed the target to an outline of the computer. We're gonna have to create multiple targets for different types of entities. Right now the computer is selected, but I haven't done it yet for our NPC here. But now if you go over here, you see that there are signs that are kind of pointing back and like if we were to go forward. So if we go forward, now we're actually on the other side of the wall. We can see now the well is here. We see the other side of the fruit stand. I'm getting very tired, but we still have a lot to do. We need to fix the NPCs. We need at least, I think, 3 different types, like 3 NPCs that look different. And then also our player, Jimmy. We have to try to figure out either something that looks a lot like him that we can just put in, or I'm gonna have to draw it. We made quite a bit of progress. So now our main character is animated. That's Jimmy. It's just a sprite that I found that was already animated on the Unity store. And I changed his hair color so that it would look a little more like him. Anyways, we've got Chandler here. He's just sitting around. We've got our computer. Now there's outlines on all of them. Some random homeless person, which is actually Carl. That's going to be Carl right there. And he's only going to reveal that once you give him a bunch of money. And then you've got Chandler on the other side of Chandler. If I have time, I'll be able to add in some more challenges. I want to add in a few other little interesting like Easter eggs around here, maybe based off of some of his videos. I don't know if I'll have time to do that. I am running out of time. In about a few minutes, it will have been 13 hours that I've been working on this game. About 13 hours. That's a lot of time. So I'm really tired right now. I'm going to take a little break. All right, it's 3:40 in the morning. I'm finally done. I just want to kind of walk you guys through everything here. We've got a few things here. We've got the posters. My posters and I will make it big someday. We've got the fire that's warm. We can talk to Chris and give him $1. And he'll be like, oh, thank you so much. We can go over all the way to the other side. And I wonder if there's any more challenges to do. I should go check my computer. So far, our viewers are loving our content. The money is going up. Our limit is $1,000 though. Time limit, keep the timer going by giving money away. I wonder if I could hit the enter key while standing here. So when we hit the enter key, you'll see that we can actually get some fruits. But we can only get 5 so far. The trick is that if we go over here, I wonder if I can hit enter by standing here. You need 6 fruits to sell here, he says. So, all right, how are we going to do that? And because we hit our limit, it's game over. So we can either replay or we can quit. But there's challenges to do. There's a whole bunch of things. I don't want to ruin all of it. You guys have probably seen clips here and there as I was working on it. So that was my attempt at making a game in one day. If you want to check out the game yourself, then click the itch.io link in the description below. You'll be able to download a build of the game and also the project files themselves. Also, in the description, there will be a link to all of the assets that I used from the Unity store. There are a lot more one-day games coming your way, so make sure to subscribe. Also, click the notification bell so that you're notified when the next one comes out. Oh, also, don't forget to click the like button. That helps me out a lot. Thanks. Oh, one more thing. If you could go down to the description, click on the Patreon page and support me on Patreon, that would help me out so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. One last thing, really quick. If you could click one of these 2 videos, that would be awesome. I think you'd really enjoy this one. It's about Ranger. It's a game I've been developing. Right here, this is a series I've been developing. It's called The Cutscene. And funny enough, this episode is called The Story of the Cutscene. It's all about game development history, and this one is talking about how cutscenes actually began.